So my annual tradition is to go through my closet at the top of every year. As cliche as it sounds, I feel inspired to create space both physically and mentally for change. One of the ways that I affect that change and make that space is to purge my wardrobe. I like to evaluate the purchases I made from that previous year, but also just evaluating some of my long-standing pieces to see if they still serve me in the same way as when I bought them. Now, for me, my intention with all of my purchases is to keep each item for upwards of 5 years. However, I'm a fickle person, and as I continue to evolve, so does my style. So, while going through my closet, I started to notice that there were some patterns here, and it really got me thinking that I really needed to make a change. So I'm doing something that I've never done before, and I'm creating a 2024 no-buy list. That is today's video. I've written everything down on my phone of all of the things that I will not be purchasing in 2024. I really want to be intentional this year, and I really want to make sure that I am bringing in things that make sense and that I am not wasting money. Stay tuned for my luxury wish list video and my decluttering video. Those will definitely provide a little bit more context as to what I'm deciding not to bring into my closet in 2024. Alright guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So to kick off this list, and the thing that has disturbed me the most, the first article on my no-buy list is tailored black trousers. I opened my closet the other day and I was assaulted by a sea of black wool and silk trousers. I think I counted upwards of 11 pairs. And there is no reason for a person like me to have that many pairs of formal black trousers. I don't even go to formal events that often throughout the year. Maybe 1 or 2? 3 at max. Who needs Helmut Lang tuxedo trousers, Victoria Beckham tuxedo trousers, Neely Lotan wide leg silk trousers, Monse wide leg silk black trousers? It's just too much. It's ridiculous. And I am appalled that I've allowed myself to hoard pants like this. Now, I did try to declutter, but I realized that the shapes were all different, the lengths were all different. And so they do provide different feelings and different silhouettes for my outfits. I am making a commitment, this video is serving as the record, that I will not bring any new black trousers into my wardrobe in 2024. I do not care if the silhouettes change or are updated, I have enough. And if I really have to bring in a new pair, something has to go. I can't do it all. Even worse is that doesn't even account for the leather styles that are not even hanging up in my closet. So no more black trousers. We are done. We have enough. Alright. Article number 2. Now listen, this is not an attack on anybody. It's just my personal feeling and how I want to add to my wardrobe in the new year. So the second article on my list is that I will not be purchasing faux leather of any kind. Now I have since decluttered the faux leather out of my closet, all but one piece, which I'll talk about just a little bit later. If I think about it, a lot of my clothes are relatively old. Most things in my wardrobe have been with me for at least 3 to 4 years, if not longer. So if I recall back to my college and high school days, faux leather really wasn't readily available. If I wanted that look, I had to spend the money for genuine leather. But I will say, right, probably towards the middle, maybe the end of my college days, faux leather was definitely around, right? It definitely was more common. And I have purchased a few faux leather pieces, and I have been really disappointed with their lack of longevity in my closet. I get it, right? It's not real leather, it's more affordable, so maybe the quality isn't there, but To me, it doesn't make sense for me to spend money on something that really is plastic, but also isn't going to give me the longevity that I desire. I've had a piece that peeled on me, I had one piece fall apart. It just, to me, it's not worth it. So if I want that leather look, I'm just going to save the money and invest in something genuine leather that really will last me all my life, as long as it still continues to fit. The only faux leather piece that I have retained is a pair of brown faux leather trousers from Nanushka. Now, I did go out of my way to invest in those. I do wear them pretty sparingly, but the only reason I have kept them, or rather, the reasons that I have kept them is, one, Nanushka is known for faux leather. Two, they serve a purpose in my wardrobe, and that they are the only nice pair of brown pants that I have in my closet. So if I get rid of those, I now have a gaping hole in my wardrobe. So I will hold on to those, but that will be the last faux leather piece that I buy. Article number 3. I'm a fool for this one, and literally, I'm wearing one right now. What is my problem? No more cream knits in 2024. And as a subcategory, I also am not investing in any more turtlenecks. My knitwear is 50% cream. Not even white, not even ivory, not ecru, not eggshell, cream. 50%. Why? I don't understand it. Do I prefer lighter colors for knitwear in the winter? Yes, I do, especially over black. However, even if the silhouettes are different, they're still giving the same vibe. What's worse is that another portion of my knitwear are cream stripes. What are we doing? What are we doing? This is ridiculous. I can't do it anymore. So if I decide that I need additional knitwear in my closet, it has to be a color that is not cream. No more. Now when it comes to turtlenecks, I recognize that that is the foundational layer that I often opt for, right? Turtlenecks and cold weather dressing, to me, are synonymous. However, to have 9 or 10 turtlenecks, even in different colors, just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And there are other silhouettes that will keep me warm, but provide a little bit of variety, if you will. So I will only invest in new turtlenecks once the turtlenecks that I have been worn out, which I think is fair enough. Alright, we're rolling on through this list. Let's go to the next one. Article number 4 on my list, guys. Blazers. This is a pattern that I know I need to break. This definitely is a carryover from when I first got into fashion. In high school, I really wanted to differentiate myself from my peers, and one of the ways I could do that was to opt for a smarter look and opt for blazers. Blazers were readily available to me. I could get interesting colors, interesting patterns, slightly more interesting silhouettes, without having to break the bank. And I will also say that the majority of blazers that I've encountered look really good on me. I haven't found very many that I don't like, but I no longer dress in a uniform in that sense. Where in high school I wore a blazer at least 3 times per week, I don't do that now. I maybe opt for a blazer once a week, if even that often. So it's just not necessary anymore. I also want variety, and even if all the shapes and details are different, I counted 4 black blazers, 1 gold, 1 is dusty pink with feathers, which I featured, and then I was annoyed with myself because I purchased a blazer last year that was on my wish list, but it totally was redundant with another white blazer that I already had. So I had to purge it, and then I just thought, that's a waste of money. So, no more blazers. I really don't need any more. I like what I have. I need to wear what I have more often. So we're done with that category. We will not be investing in them. And if I show you a blazer in a video later on this year, I want you to pull up this video and drag me. You have my permission, I promise. Alright, so... Ooh, okay. Article number 5. Blue jeans. The number of jeans that I have in my closet serves as an icebreaker that I utilize at work whenever I meet new people, and people are always shocked and alarmed by how many pairs of jeans I have, and to be honest, it didn't really sink in until I started going through my wardrobe and started to purge, and then I thought, ooh, you've got a lot of jeans, like a lot. Now, I feel slightly better in knowing that no pair of jeans are the same. Or no pair of jeans is the same? What is that grammatically? No pair of denim is the same. Easy enough. However, I really don't get an opportunity to wear all of them, and if I think about what feels most organic for me, it's more so a stiff, wider, fuller cut. So the slimmer options are not seeing as much use and as much love. So there's really a whole subsection of denim that I'm not wearing that often. Do I want to get rid of them? I don't think so at this time, but I think we're at capacity. I don't think anything else needs to come in. In fact, it's not that I don't think. I know nothing else needs to come in. The only exceptions I will make are for the jeans that I have featured on my wish list, which again, I'll get you that video a little bit later, but that's really it. And I'm thinking that I'll probably end up getting rid of a few pairs because I don't have any more space. And I don't like it when things are at capacity and I've got to play Tetris to get the jeans in and out. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, guys, so article number 6, black shoes. No more black shoes. And again, I'm now thinking, I have a pair of black shoes on my wish list, but I really don't need another pair. Now what I've realized is that shoes are really something that I keep forever. I've had some pairs of shoes for a decade, if not longer. I like having a lot of shoes so that I can really spread the wealth and that no particular pair gets a lot of wear and tear. However, 60% of my footwear is black, and that is extremely limiting when it comes to styling myself. Especially because I've broken out of the constant monochromatic black looks that I used to wear. So when I'm wearing an outfit, like even today, right, I had to really be intentional about what I put on my foot to make sure that I didn't have this element in my outfit that looked unrelated, separate, bad even. So we're done. I've got black sandals, multiple pairs of black boots, I've got black sneakers. I just need something different. So if I bring any new footwear in 2024, it needs to be something off-white, maybe ivory. I like, like pinks, maybe blue. If I think about the colors that are in my wardrobe, but I cannot do any more black. It just feels very limiting. It's too heavy for some of the lighter and brighter outfits that I put together, and it's just no longer serving me. So I'm probably going to have to take that pair of shoes off my wish list, because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want any more black at all. At all. Article number 7 on my list is something that I have been so guilty of, and the fourth quarter of 2023, I finally made a change, and I realized that I didn't have to do that anymore. I could still get something effective and not have to break the bank. So article number 7, guys, no more expensive skincare. Now, expensive is relative, and I recognize that, and when people used to tell me that my skincare routine was expensive, I was like, how do you know how much money I make? How do you know it's too much? But I am fed up. I really am. I spent so much money at Sephora in 2022 and the beginning of 2023. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy skincare. I truly do. I'm a dry skin man and I need a lot of hydrating products. And I'm also a sucker for packaging. I like trying new things. But when I was spending upwards of $60 for a moisturizer which did not even hydrate my skin properly, not the moisturizer's fault, it just did not address my skin's needs, that was a waste of money. After experimenting on the latter half of 2023, I realized that products that are 10, 15, 20, 25, I'd even say 35 to 40 bucks do the same thing just as effectively. I set a limit for myself. The only product that I'm allowing myself to buy that is more on the expensive side is the Fresh Rose Toner, and that's $48 USD as of today, but I tried to go cheaper with my toner and my skin freaked out. So we're back to that, and that is the only product that is that price that I will be purchasing. I've been doing really well with some more affordable products. My skin's been loving it. It's been healthy, it's been happy, it's been glowing, so we're just going to keep it there. Alright guys, this brings us to the last item on the list, and this is not a category of clothing or product, but rather just an entire category of store. So in 2024, it is my intention to not purchase any fast fashion. Now, I'm not going to go into the ethics of it, even though we all know how bad fashion is for the environment, how much energy it uses, water pollution, the fact that clothing is now considered to be disposable, and how much of it ends up in landfills. I did a lot of that research while getting my master's degree, and I'm human. I got caught up in the hype and the cycle of more product. Push, 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 and I would scroll on the internet, I'd see something cute, 50 bucks, not too painful, swiping my credit card, and now I've got another article of clothing that I didn't actually need. I didn't actually seriously consider. I'm breaking that cycle as of today, and I will only be focusing on the products that are on my wish list for this year. And if it's not on my wish list, there has to be a serious conversation about what role that specific fast fashion piece fulfills in my wardrobe, and if it is something that I realistically could see myself keeping for the next 5 years minimum. The only exception I will allow myself is if some of my basics end up wearing out, I will go to a fast fashion store, Mango, Zara, to replace them. And that's only because I have reached the conclusion that buying a $60 white t-shirt, while the quality may be better, maybe it's been made by someone who received a fair wage, but especially for like whites, they end up yellowing regardless, and then I have to transition them, so I'd rather spend 20 or 30 bucks when I know I might have to buy it 2 to 3 times per year, especially because I wear those pieces so frequently. We shall not be doing fast fashion for the rest of 2024. Well guys, that brings me to the end of my list. Now, you did hear me mention a few times my wish list. I'm really excited about the videos that I have queued up for you all. A lot of those videos actually tie in really nicely to today's video, and it all happened simultaneously, right? The decluttering process, evaluating my style and my wardrobe, putting together a vision board to map out where I would like my style to be, and how the pieces on my wish list reflect that. I also have a video queued up about beating the winter styling fatigue with some easy tips and tricks that I personally have been using, which have made getting dressed for cold weather and shorter days a lot more exciting. So guys, I hope if anything, this video inspired you to shop more consciously this year. We're all just trying to do a little bit better each and every day, and it's nice to have a community to hold us accountable. and keep us on the straight and narrow. Don't forget, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share with a loved one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.